Gaming. Une seconde. Ah, celui-là. J'arrive. Tiens, tu veux game EP4 de l'autre? Ouais. Pour Bucky, ce switch, je l'ai déjà fait. Tu seras possible d'ailleurs. T'es là, toi? Tant mieux. Bon, Lilian, on va faire tout. Ah, enfin le jeu. Oh, mes pions. Alors, juste Queen, elle est un peu basse. Je vais changer Queen. Bon, après, c'est pas grand chose. Qui est mouillé, moi?
これ
Oui,
何
ok.
かが書かれているようですね。
よく調べてみたら内容がわかるかも。
Ah oui. D'accord. Il a encore que je cause, lui?
いや、そろそろ来ると思ってたよ。今日も少し話さないかい。何度か母の目を盗んで
Ils sont japonais.
てさ、少しだけど分かったことがあるんだ。
Les enculés, là.
みんなとても一生懸命に生きてるんだよね。そんなの当たり前のことかもしれないけど、僕なんて母に甘やかされてるだけでとても生きてるなんて言えないって思ったよ。僕も僕だけの人生を送りたい。自分の思うままに。母の顔色を伺いながら甘やかされてばっかりの毎日はもううんざりなんだ。この箱を見ると勇気が出るよ。これは僕が母の言いなりじゃないことの証なんだ。自分で手に入れた僕だけのものだか
Je vais
ら。
remettre en anglais. Hein.
まあ君にもらっただけなんだけど、お礼にこれを受け取ってよ。とても珍しいものらしいんだ。よし、そろそろ行くよ。しばらくは外に出られないかもしれない。やりたいことがあるんだ。だから君とも次はいつ会えるか。だけどきっとまた会えるよね。そんな気がするんだ。じゃあ元気でね。
Oh, j'ai reçu beaucoup de trucs en fait. Options. Langue. Putain, chier.
を渡されるとは思っ
Tunique
ていま
raffinée,
せんでした
chaussures de courtisan. C'est incroyable ça. C'est incroyable, c'est ce qu'il me fallait. Magique. Je vais juste changer les voix parce que je les vois en anglais. Tadadam, 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 tadadam. Et on y retourne.
There's something written here.
Oui, oui,
Shall we
prix
take
pas
a
cher.
closer look?
Mission. Oh non, le problème c'est à Mildred, dans l'occurrence sa maison. Oui, oui. Melv. Oui, ça je pourrais, mais la flemme. Je pense que j'irai un de ces quatre naturellement. Ouais. Ça aussi. Attends, mais c'est pas ça? Ah oui, non, c'est l'autre, ok. Mais écoute, on va faire ça. Et on va s'équiper. En considération. Hop là. Peut-être enlever ça aussi. Non. Est-ce que j'enlève la cape? Je pense qu'il n'y a pas besoin. J'ai l'air ok là, non? J'imagine que c'était de nuit. Je sais pas, je vais aller voir déjà sur place. Il y avait un bourreau là, qui se baladait. Il flotte, il a déjà plu avant? Peut-être, je sais pas faire attention, mais je crois pas.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
No harm in picking a few.
No harm in picking a few.
I would appreciate your swift return, Master. A fell unease begins to gnaw at me when you are gone over long.
It is not our place to hurry the Arisen.
Juste faire quoi?
Sometimes I wonder if I'm cut out for this one.
Trouver des vêtements? Que j'ai déjà? Un bouquet de fleurs. Ça roule. C'est ce que j'ai équipé sur moi, on est bien d'accord. Tunique raffinée. Chose de courtisan. Oui, oui, c'est la même chose. Là, c'est ceux-là que je dois mettre. Non, je pense pas. Donner. Excel. Oh putain. Je suis lourd. Oh.
Is no less important than death.
Just about anywhere.
Je suis pas assez formel là. Qu'est-ce qu'il veut de plus? J'enlève ça. Là, je suis maxi formel là. Je capte pas ce que je dois faire. Faut que je vienne de nuit. Oui. Oh, des sauts. Déjà. Tac.
I have been
Oui,
waiting
un
for you,
banc là.
Arisen.
Parfait. J'ai trop d'objets, hein. On va lui donner à ça, ça. Donc on en a d'autres au cas où. Peut-être Bon, il y a un Axel, il n'y a pas de soucis. Sous 6. Jeter. Mais la sieste, c'est que forcément jusqu'au matin. Voilà, qu'est-ce que c'est con.
Got a beast.
What's this? Come to admire my sculptures, have you? Ho ho! To think my eminence as a collector would reach in the ears of the arisen. If only my collection were complete, I'd fain allow you to inspect it. Alas, the sculpture that I commissioned to be its centerpiece is yet to arrive, and 'twould wound my pride. If your curiosity shall not be denied, however, mayhap you'd consider paying a visit to the sculptor in my stead. The
Okay.
man's home is located in Bakbatal. You need only tell him that I eagerly await the sculpture's completion.
Shall we seek some answers?
Bref. On va à l'auberge alors. Je suis où là? Ok.
Rusty runs
Buenas,
so
buenas,
fast.
buenas,
Can hardly
buenas.
keep you in my sights, Arisen.
Let us endeavour to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost.
We must rest. Though the sun is still.
Oh, the sun is still up. Ah.
Was just as daunting to battle Cyclopes there. 'Tis dark out, but we mustn't let that dim our spirits.
Shall we check our packs and be off?
Ready to forge on?
Tis a ladder. Shall we see where it leads?
We ought to put it to good use.
If you must go off on your own,
You are the Arisen, yes? The captain gave me your description. Follow me!
Follow me. On va pas au bal.
Lost track of time.
Je suis en train de faire l'autre quête, c'est ça? Ouais, pire, je fais l'autre quête, hein.
'Tis best you move along. Should one of the other guards espy you, I will be forced to play my part. Pray, be cautious, Your Majesty.
C'est l'autre mission.
When did I get here?
Quoi ma mission me dit d'aller là-bas encore? J'ai récupéré ce qu'il me fallait là.
Tis best you move along. Pray, be cautious, Your Majesty.
Des fois je comprends pas. Ouais, de l'argent, fortifiant. Mais bon, je pense que je suis incognito là.
Someone comes looking for a fight. I won't say no.
Quiet at last.
Preparation is key. I up my training regime.
I lament this calling I've chosen at times.
Well, this is no good.
Such peace.
Can't let myself get distracted.
Rain
Et là je suis tout à fait dehors en fait. Putain. Qu'est-ce que je dois faire, putain? L'objectif de quête, je le comprends pas. Fouiller le bureau de la régente pour tenir. Ok, ça, ok. Il est où? En haut?
What was I supposed to do? I've clean forgotten.
Ça peut être par là. Hein.
The weight of my duties is like to flatten me.
Quand même essayer par là.
All this quiet makes me keep
Non. Je pensais que ça rejoignait.
Done gracelessly is work done poorly.
Bon, c'est pas là-haut.
Prayer's a waste of time. No one's listening.
Corps de garde. Salle d'audience, salle de banquet, cuisine, antichambre, jardin jaune, ouais. Ok, niveau 2. Chambre des invités. Ok, c'est au niveau 2, juste. Ouais, il faut se démerder pour trouver. Sauf que le château est gigantesque. Je vais me faire coat in 4K là. Pas un truc que je peux chourer là? Là, il y a un truc là. Hé. Looting. Attends. Fouiller un peu. Gridman. Chambre des invités. Je vais y aller. Tunique, raffineur. C'est bon, j'en ai 15 maintenant. Il y a sûrement un grand nombre de choses que je peux trouver là-dedans. Et on va aller chercher le stuff. Elle est dedans, c'est sûr.
Who's there? Pray, keep your voice low. 'Twouldn't be good for either of us if someone was summoned to come check on me. Could it be that you have come to bring Mother's schemes to light? Aye, Disa is my mother. Pray forgive me for not telling you sooner. 'Twas never my intent to deceive you. I'd simply feared that if I spoke the truth, none would wish to involve themselves with me. But that is no longer a concern. 'Tis clear that we are allied in purpose. My word, you mean to say that you are the true Arisen? That the sovereign currently residing in the palace is a pretender? Could Mother have had a hand in that as well?
Regent Kin Sven appears to be missing from his chambers. Have you seen him?
Me? No, sir.
Then start searching, you fool. Should aught befall the Regent Kin, 'tis up.
Forgive me. My absence seems to have made this rather more difficult for us. You ought leave the palace at once. This room turned up little of interest, but I've a mind to look into this further. I shall send word to Captain Brandt if I discover aught you should know. I'll head out first and speak with the Sentinels. Use that opportunity to make good your escape.
Par la fenêtre.
Sven, where have you been, Grace?
Forgive me. I couldn't sleep. I thought a stroll might clear my head.
Maintenant, équipement là. Je peux faire ça aussi là.
Mayhap you've been misinformed, sir, but there isn't to be a masquerade this day.
C'est quand alors? Bon. Ça sert à quelque chose? Moi, un de glace. Ah non, ça je fais rien du tout. Il n'y en a aucun qui a causé là, de tous les pions? C'est fou. C'est fou ça.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your magic. How fared your mission? Was there aught suspicious to be found in the Queen Regent's office?
Batal, okay.
This scrap. 'Twas part of a letter, and from Batal no less. This alone can prove little, but 'tis clear that Disa's schemes run deep. To think, Disa's actions have weighed even on the mind of her own son. 'Tis a surprise, but a welcome one. Disa is the doting mother before the Regent King. If Regent King Sven is willing to aid us by drawing Deeza's focus, we may be able to gain here more useful information. You have done well, Your Majesty. Though I am limited in the aid I'm able to offer, I bid you, take this.
What could the Queen Regent be plotting?
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your mag- There is one other thing. Masquerades being as they are, much is made of appearances at such gatherings. And is there aught else you would speak of, Your Majesty? A place with books likely to entice Magistrate Kendrick of the Gracious Hand is versed in many things. Perchance he knows of such a place? Is there aught else you would speak of, Your Majesty? Do not forget that we work to...
Kendrick. De la main salvatrice. Petit répit. C'est où ça, ce truc? Je sais même pas. Kendrick de la main salvatrice. Je peux trouver ce gars où? Aucune idée vraiment. J'ai trouvé. Wait a minute. Il faut que je descende, faut que je monte. Faut que j'aille à l'opposé de là où je vais.
Tell us, Vermin was once the Beastren Kingdom.
Fascinating.
Fascinating.
Though it is not widely known among the common folk.
15 fois qu'elle le dit, mais le mec est toujours fasciné. C'est bien, les gens qui sont émerveillés facilement.
My head hurts just thinking about it.
Just remember, have forsaken us. All is lost.
Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms for the poor? Many thanks. Ah, hold on a moment, Sir Arisen. Perchance, you see, one of the children we care for here at the Gracious Malcolm, his name is. He's a steady lad. I can't imagine he would have run away. This building's very old. It could be that he's found himself in some strange corner. Might I impose on you to search for him?
Bien sûr.
Might I propose with...
Merde, je voulais la mettre prioritaire.
Seek out new information.
That's just what I was thinking.
This is a place of prayer.
Good day, sir. I fear I've much to attend to.
Bon.
Pray, follow me.
C'est pas les nonnes qui vont me donner un truc. Il est là-dedans, là. Je suis lourd de nouveau. Hein. Putain, ils m'ont donné trop de tenues, il faut que j'en vende. C'est tombé quoi. Tenue de garde, tenue de truc. Avec là.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here? I
I do the same thing every single day I do.
Excellent, excellent. Qu'un NPC dise ça. Hein. Une batterie dans mon casque, il faut que je la change. J'arrive pas à l'ouvrir, c'est fou. Voilà. J'ai pas l'impression qu'elle est chargée. J'espère qu'elle est chargée l'autre parce que je vais péter un plomb. Ah, la texture de ce truc, c'est horrible. Faut que je rallume peut-être. Pip. Ok. C'est clairement pas chargé, je pense. Hein. Comment ça se fait que ce truc-là, il charge pas? Hmm. Je pense que c'est pareil, USB 2 ou 1, c'est pareil, mais... Ah, putain! Attends, mais... C'est fou. Il faut que la batterie soit reconnue par le casque. Non, mais c'est fou. J'essaye des trucs, hein. J'ai pas de son, je peux pas apprécier le jeu. Le problème, c'est qu'il faudrait que j'ai ça branché et la manette branchée. Putain, c'est horrible en plus. La manette... putain, il est où mon fil, là? J'avais un fil à un moment. Je vais le chercher. Ça ira pas là-dessus. Princess bitch. Bon, je vais jouer en mode ghetto. C'est vraiment le live du ghetto là. C'est à cause de ce casque à la con. Il faut que je joue comme ça.
Malcolm's been really into exploring of late. Just the other day, he was going around telling anyone who'd listen about how he was an ox hair away from making some big discovery.
I'll gather these now. It would be a shame to forget
Quelle
their location
discovery?
when we need them most.
8 pions. Wow.
Malcolm? All he's doing of late is picking through rubble. Don't know why he bothered.
Not sure how much longer I can hold out. Don't think you're safe just because you're in the city. One found its way inside the common quarter just the other night. Much blood was spilled before the thing was cold.
Ah oui?
You could say 'twas an ill twist of fortune, but mayhap we ought to be better prepared for such incidents. I wonder if building a nice high wall is out of the question.
Toujours plus.
Your pockets look full. Got all to...
Je peux même pas lui donner. Lui, il a essayé quelque chose?
Well met. I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff. Keep those orders coming. This fearsome world of ours.
En payant une tournée, je suis sûr on me dirait. Mais...
I'm always willing to lend.
Non, je suis trop loin. Il faut y les décombres.
No one's coming to my rescue. I'm ill at ease here.
Toi?
Tis good to be busy. Work beget.
Putain.
Here to ask aught of me, are you?
Bah oui, oui, mais personne ne me répond.
My greens are
Non, mais tes légumes sont les meilleurs, excellents. Il y en a un qui va ramasser. Oui, il y a un petit... un machin là. Sous le moulin là. C'est un trou pour un enfant ça.
Got more soil on me than an unwashed potato.
Time to be heading home.
Mais tu peux pas me dire plus toi?
I wonder what it was Malcolm found.
Oi, keep your distance.
Yes.
Venturing to Gramway to wind up the cadaver.
Et toi, t'as pas une idée?
Unless I am much.
Where could Malcolm have gotten
putain.
off to? Perhaps you could try asking the other children. Was I lacking in
Il est de bête
devotion?
pourri. Fuck you, Ion. Merci.
Mayhap if I hang about, someone will buy it.
Putain.
I wonder what it was Malcolm found. Treasure.
Un trésor? Yes, life. Sûr, il est sous le moulin là. Je peux pas y aller, il est trop petit le trou. Regarde, c'est là, c'est sûr. Je pas envie de sortir mon épée et de marave, ça va alerter tout le monde après. Je pense. Et... non, sous l'église ça mènera à rien. Peut-être 2 jours. Un banc dans le coin là. Ah là-haut.
The sun's too bright for these poor eyes.
Ça va jusque là.
I would appreciate your swift return, Master. A fell unease begins to gnaw at me when you are gone over long.
It is not our place to hurry the Arisen.
Flipper. Flippax. Ouais, il faut que je dorme, je pense. Ça va être plus simple de jour. Bon, les petits vieux qui apparaissent là, c'est bon.
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
After you, Arisen.
Allez. Putain, ils sont où ces bancs là? Ouais, il fait jour maintenant. Oh putain. Tant que je vois un banc, il fait jour. Ouais, bon, on va y retourner hein. Allons-y. Fuck you. Il est tout brun. Ah mais putain, c'est un chat.
Could it be that you are here to help me?
Moi je me reviens.
That's quite enough.
Yes, life. Arrêtez.
What should I do?
Oh.
What to do? What to do? I've no mother or father to speak of, you see. So the nice people at the Gracious Hand take care of me. I wanted to get them a present to say thank you, and I thought a bunch of flowers would be just the thing.
A bunch?
The problem is, I can't. Do you think you could help me? All I need is for true.
Oui.
I'm sure you'll find the prettiest flowers that ever were.
Here you are.
Hoy, Arisen! Have you brought me a bunch of flowers already? Oh, just look at them. They're the most beautiful flowers I've ever seen.
Magic!
These should brighten the sisters' days. Say, would you mind terribly if I asked you another favor? See, one of my friends taught me a magic spell. It's supposed to let you meet whomever you like. All you have to do is find a silver stone, put it under your pillow, and say the magic words. But there's the problem. I've been looking all over for such a stone, and I can't find one anywhere. Would you find a silver stone and bring it to me, Arisen? For true.
Okay.
And I'll be waiting.
Our next mission is to acquire a silver stone. Mayhaps...
The other day, I chanced to see a Now, that's not so strange. But guess who I saw riding in it? Poor little Daphne. I doubted my eyes, I did, and rightly so, as it turned out to be a young boy. The resemblance was so uncanny, I mistook him for her. Gave me a right shock, let me tell you. Odd to think a young noble should so closely mirror a girl of the slums.
Ah ouais?
Their faces may match, but the lives they lead are as different as night and day. Aye, 'tis a cruel world we inhabit.
Je crois qu'il faut retenir ça.
If our prayers are not heeded, what
Ouais, lui là.
where could Malcolm
Oh,
have
ta
gotten
gueule, toi.
off to?
Pas lui, lui.
Is it true you're the Arisen? That's what I've heard, Only, I seem to recall someone else boasting of being the Arisen over in the tavern about 6 months ago. Just be sure you play your part well, whatever the truth. The Arisen takes the crown here in Vermont, after all. A fellow Drake or two, and I reckon you'll earn the people's faith.
I'll harvest what I can, should it please you.
Ouais, toi, tu me dis toujours pas
I
plus.
wonder what it was.
I wonder what it was. A treasure? Oi.
Maybe he was hoping to find something shiny among the rubble. Wonder if he found anything good.
C'est là en bas, le délire, le Dells. C'est quoi ma mission exactement? Renseignez-vous auprès des gens. Donc on continue à parler aux gens. C'est un gars que j'ai pas vu qui est planqué là. Ah ouais, il est planqué là. Oh.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Mais il a 50 000 balles sur lui, il va choper 28 pièces du pauvre mec là. Qu'est-ce qu'il fait là lui? Il est en train de pisser là? Ouais, j'ai un job qui m'appelle, il est en train de pisser derrière les fleurs là. Ouais, si je latte ça là. C'est pas ça. Putain, mais je sais pas quoi faire. Je peux aller sur le toit là? Je vois un truc sur le toit là. Une pièce, un truc à la con. Y'a rien sur le toit, je suis déçu. Le petit gosse là il me dit rien. Putain, je sais pas à qui parler, je te jure. Ouais, il est plus haut encore là.
If our prayers are not heeded, what hope have we?
Oh, I can't complain.
Don't think you're safe just because one found its way inside the You could say it was in. I wonder if building a nice high wall is...
Ok. Ok, y a rien du tout.
Oh, I can't find a silver stone anywhere. They're hard to find, aren't they?
J'en ai, attends, j'arrive. Peut-être que c'est elle, hein. C'est une mission dans la mission, là. On va tenter. C'est qui s'occupe du stock? C'est l'aubergiste.
Well met. You are come to Shakir's Inn. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to
Là, on va déposer toute la merde, là. J'ai déjà fait. Non, je peux le déposer, je vais le vendre, ça. Ah, ok, on va retirer alors.
Hospitality in all Vernworth. You know where to find.
Seems we've stumbled into Saurian territory.
À l'aide, à l'aide, à l'aide! C'est toi. Hey, il est déjà mort lui? Oh mais je dois reculer.
Why, you there. Your presence is requested at the tavern this evening. Who's the one requesting? I didn't ask. 'Tis none of my concern. The fellow said aught about the usual place.
Pourquoi je me fais attaquer par des historiens en pleine ville là? C'est bon.
This is for you, Master. I thought it might come in useful.
Donne. Merci.
Tis a ladder. Shall we see where it leads?
Ah, excellent find.
Oh! Tu es quoi? T'es qui toi? Tu es causé à toi?
You don't care a whit about.
Mais c'est pas vrai, c'est pas vrai. Tiens, Daphné là.
Oh, I can't find a silver stone anywhere. Oh, just look how it shines. Thank you ever so much. Say, aren't you curious who I want to meet? Well, I'll tell you. My mother and father. I don't even know what they look like, you know. Not to say I'm unhappy at the gracious hand, of course. But I'd really like to meet them, even just once. I want to tell them how grateful I am that they gave me life. Oh, it's so shiny.
C'est quoi cet enfant là?
Oh, hiya, Risen. You'll help me again if I need it, won't you? Please say yes.
Miss Daphne seemed pleased with our efforts. I hope we ought to pay her another visit sometime soon.
Oh, it's so
C'était pas Daphné, hein. C'était pas Daphné. Chier. Putain, mais j'ai l'impression d'avoir causé à tout le monde là. C'est plus bas, là. Plus bas c'est de la flotte. Hein. Plus haut. Non, là c'est interdit. Non, en plus la zone s'enlève quand je vois, donc c'est pas là-haut. Quelqu'un est dedans là? Vu que j'ai... Non, non. Sprint. C'est moi qui passe. Oh! C'est toi.
Is Malcolm all right? We were supposed to go exploring together.
Ah.
I overslept. Wish he'd woken me up. I was really looking forward to going down into those vaults. Oh no, I wasn't meant to tell anyone that.
Shall we report our results?
Ok. Il est où maintenant? Il est là. He's in the crypt.
Vaults, you say? By my knowledge, they were sealed off. Ah, but you mentioned rubble, aye? Then perhaps the lad found a way through. Come, I fear there's not a moment to lose. Pray, follow me, and quickly.
Oui, c'est le moulin là. Ce qu'il en reste.
I believe this is the place to which the children were referring. Look there, a hole. Could he have passed through here? There is naught to be done but have a look for ourselves. The passage ahead looks small, but we may be able to squeeze through. Let us make haste.
Ah oui, squeeze through. Crypte de la main salvatrice. Ça fait flipper.
This gloom has an eerie cast.
C'est pas passé. Ça me passera pas, je pense. Ouais, je vais le poser. Ça se trouve, il y a un truc à faire exploser, un mur, un truc.
At last, the moment I've been waiting for. Allow me to gather these up.
Y'a rien dans ces cryptes? Pas un seul méchant? Bon, eux, ils enculent les rats, mais...
Malcolm, thank goodness you are unharmed. You have my eternal gratitude, Sir Arisen. Now I can breathe freely at last.
Sir Kendrick, you'll never believe what I've found. It's just up ahead. Books, sir. Books, books, and more books. It's like some sort of secret workshop.
Oh que oui.
Truly? Perhaps we ought to take a look.
We ought to not lose sight of our guide.
Books.
I knew it to be so.
How are we to get through this door?
Over here.
Heavens above!
Isn't it amazing? And I found it. Me.
'Tis quite a find indeed. Is this some manner of archive? Why, I've ne'er seen so many books. This collection must be worth a fortune. 'Tis a veritable treasure trove of wisdom. Might I ask that you not share the existence of this place with others, Sir Arisen? We cannot allow the knowledge accumulated here to be misused or mistreated. We ought to entrust its care to someone worthy, someone who can appreciate its true value. As for you, Malcolm, I forbid you from telling anyone else about this place. 'Twill be our little secret. Understood?
Oh, but...
However, in exchange for your silence, you may come and go as you please. Let's investigate this place's secrets together, eh?
It near boggles the mind that so impressive an archive slumbered here. 'Tis surely any scholar's dream.
The books ne'er seem to...
Il y a quelques books, en effet.
We'll have to crane on next to spot our foes in a place like this.
C'est une porte là derrière.
Keep your eyes peeled.
Ok. C'est bien. Il n'y a aucune bête là-dedans. Putain, je m'attendais à un petit combat au moins. Mais non. Que les... Oh voilà, ça y a par contre. Ça y a, hein. Ça explose là, ouais.
Prepare yourself!
Strike with fire's fury.
Tranquille, tranquille. C'était une araignée, les gars. Je comprends, hein, mais... Chill. Sac de venin d'araignée, ouais, parfait. Tout ce que je veux. Alright. Mission.
Water is nigh invisible in this gloom. No few times has an overconfident step soaked my boots.
Ah, yes. That sounds familiar.
Oh putain, c'est avec lui. Bon, après, ceci dit, j'ai une épée gigantesque dans le dos.
My head will roll if aught goes awry.
This ladder can take us to new heights.
Un gagou gagou. C'est pas là, hein.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Oh, c'est tout en haut.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Oui, j'étais tout seul dans le château. Est-ce que tout le monde est mort?
We
quand
shall
même
await you here, master.
Ouais, attends-moi là. Regarde, c'est un coup au-dessus. J'ai tué toute la garde la dernière fois. Sont-ils encore tous morts? Bon, il n'y a personne en tout cas.
Well, have you found some place? Oh, to think, guide me outside then. If you can deliver. Come along.
Il me fuit ou?
Come along.
Ah, ok. Je dois le mener en dehors, mais c'est lui qui guide le chemin en fait. Oui, ok, j'ai compris.
This should be far enough. My thanks. If you truly are arisen, then I swear to someday repay this debt I owe. Words may be wind, but there's naught else I can offer you at present. Pray visit me if you've the time or inclination. Mayhap the knowledge I've gained reading tomes of Eld could be of some use to you.
Let's go.
There's ought to be said for peace and quiet.
We ought to bring word of this to Captain Brandt.
Mm-hmm. Je crois qu'on a tout fait. Ah, il y a le bal masqué encore.
Have you a different destination in mind, Master? Very well. I shall follow your lead instead.
The Arisen is capricious indeed. But don't despair. Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to...
A good sleep will ensure we are prepared for...
Bieren.
Look, as long as you please.
C'est Fortnite.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. It seems Magistrate Wardor has been safely delivered from his cell. The man's dedication to justice shall doubtless be a great boon to our cause. Mayhap 'twould be prudent to visit man on occasion and avail yourself of his vast stores of wisdom. He might have knowledge that could benefit you. Now, would you be so kind as to return the key I lent you? I thank you. Pray. There is much we ought to tend to. I bear word from Regent Ken Sven, Your Majesty. He espied the delivery of a suspicious package to a man named Allard, a minister who happens to be one of the Queen Regent's staunchest and most powerful allies in the palace. From the pains he took to remain on scene, 'tis plain that Allard wished this delivery kept away from prying eyes. That alone is reason to suspect a connection to Deeza's schemes. We must get to the bottom of it. The Regent Kin intends to call Allard to his chambers come nightfall. He bids you to use this opportunity to search the minister's chambers and see if there's aught to be learned. What say you, Your Majesty? Are you willing to undertake this task? I shall ensure that the door to the minister's chambers is open between midnight and dawn.
Nothing compares to the excitement of embarking on a new adventure.
Shall we make for...
Ça a été fait, hein. Ah putain, je peux appuyer sur tous les autres boutons, c'est ce qu'il faut faire. Ok. Et quoi, vous êtes trop loin? Qu'est-ce qu'ils foutent là? Venez avec moi. Ouais. Ciao. À plus. Oui, ça sert à quelque chose. Ça paraît être lourd. C'est quoi ça? C'est bon. Je dois être moyen là durant la quête.
If you must go off on your own.
You are the Arisen. Follow me.
Elle, c'est l'agent, mais de luxe.
Tis best you move along. Should one pray, be cautious.
I wish the minister would be more careful. He takes the sentinel posted outside his chambers with him everywhere.
Do you recall that package from Batawa delivered to the minister's chambers last week? Well, just between you and me, I blundered and they would tip the contents out onto the floor. Still,
Antique abattage, la flamme oscillante que l'on pensait capable de briller. Les nations voient les pions, les franchisseurs de la faille fort différemment. Vermoon dit sont perçus comme des mais comme administrateurs de désastres. Yes, life!
What business could be so pressing that I must be summoned at this late hour?
I would not presume to know, my lord. However, it must be a highly sensitive matter for the Regent Kin to request a private audience.
Oh, perhaps the boy has finally grown wise to the benefits my favor can bring. He might just be his mother's puppet.
My lord, if someone were to overhear...
Oh, unring your hands, you fool! As if anyone in this palace would dare say a word against me. Now, if Wilhelmina calls, tell her to await me in my chambers. I will return presently.
Y'a rien. Bah. Y'a absolument rien. Je suis complètement con. Ça c'est le plan de fuite. Oh putain.
But surely none more important than this. I speak of the ascension of the sovereign.
Indeed. But that, Your Grace, would be better discussed.
There's no easy thing, making a living as a soldier.
Well, well. Yours isn't a face I'm accustomed to seeing around the palace. How did you get in here?
Oi! Who goes there? Who's there?
Tut, tut. Now, this just won't do. How's a lady supposed to work with all these interruptions?
Oh, it is you, Lady Wilhelmina.
Do excuse us. We thought to enjoy a little fresh air. Though we had hoped for slightly more privacy, if you catch my meaning.
Apologies, my lady. But might I ask the name of your companion?
Are you sure it would be wise? Such knowledge has been known to cost a man his head.
Understood, my lady. If anyone asks, I shall say I saw naught.
A narrow escape. You should count yourself lucky that he was so easily flustered.
Is that all you have to say for yourself? 'Tis sweet of you to mind your manners, but such niceties won't get you far with me. Still, you are welcome to come calling, should the fancy take you, and should you have the gold for it. Off you go now. If you wish to speak further, 'twill have to wait. This is neither the time nor the place for it.
Ok. Wilhelmina. Putain. Je sais pas, je voulais être poli, moi.
It seems you've made a discovery regarding the false sovereign.
Peut-être bien.
Wonder if anyone would notice if I'm mistrained.
Je dois aller là-dedans.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim. I know this sigil well. 'Tis the crest of the neighboring country of Batal, a land with which Vermin has no official dealings at present. Let me see. It reads, "True to our word, we offer you the power of the Godsway. Pray make haste in securing Melv, that all might be made ready ere our plans are set in motion." A meager clue, to be certain. Though, 'tis clear that the Queen Regent conspires with Batal. This does not bode well at all. Though the political situation is stable at present, much blood has been spilled between Vermund and its neighbor in the past. I fear such a partnership would only portend the drawing of more. At any rate, 'twould seem our search has led us to only more questions. Chief among them, what is meant by securing Melv and this Godsway?
Godsway.
I will investigate these matters as best I can. In the interim, Your Majesty, should you have time to spare, might you make for Melv? Only once we have gleaned a fragment of the Queen Regent's plot can we begin to thwart it. And ere it slips my mind, pray.
Jesus. Now there's a name to remember.
Remember? Oh oui, elle est là de nuit, alors, c'est fou.
Pray slow your feet. You run too fast for the likes of me.
Oh.
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
Ah, peut-être qu'elle dort, en fait. Possible qu'elle
Oh, it's
dorme.
not right. It doesn't make any sort of sense. The doctor examined him afore and said he'd be better with a bit of medicine. Yet e'er since he came here, he's only gotten worse.
I understand how you must feel. But you must see that your son's health continues to wane. There is no medicine that can heal him outright. He requires proper treatment. I am caring for him as best I can. I beg only for your patience. However, if you truly cannot entrust him to me, perhaps you would care to take him home with you instead. Mayhap convalescing in a place familiar to him would aid his recovery. Of course, I would be sure to visit him as oft as I am able.
Home, you say?
Dear, we are pressed enough as 'tis.
All right, he stays. But pray bring my son back to health.
I will look after him. I swear it.
Elle qui est buggée ou quoi?
I don't know what to do.
C'est la zone, c'est ce feu là.
What to do? What to do? Hoy, Arisen! Say, have you heard about the state of the river? Do you know the river close by the church? Well, it's come to be full of muck and filth and all sorts.
That's a problem for the church, as it draws from the river to make holy water. The water's so filthy that it's going to take twice the amount of gold ore to purify it. I was thinking you could help the priests by finding some gold ore. After all, it wouldn't be good for anyone if the church ran out of holy water.
I was hoping you'd say that. Thanks ever so much. I'll help too. I'll look for gold ore every place I can think of.
Now we seek gold ore. Though 'tis sold in shops, mining some ourselves might prove the better choice.
'Tis as you say.
Combien?
Hoy, Arisen! Have you found any gold?
That's all right.
That's all right. Je vais chercher l'or. En étant en ville, j'aurais pu l'avoir dans l'inventaire déjà, mais bon, c'est pas grave. Cherchons l'or.
Tis a ladder. Shall we see where it leads?
We ought to put it to good use.
Good evening, sir. I trust you fared all right. On the roads, despite the hour, you know where to find me. Master, it would be prudent to rid yourself of any excess items.
If you feel overburdened, mayhap I could carry some things for you.
Taisez-vous donc. C'est pas pour ça que je t'ai venu voir Daphné, moi.
Hoy, Arisen! Have you found any gold ore yet?
Wow! Listen, I was talking to the priests, and apparently our troubles aren't over yet. Would you be willing to lend us a hand again, Arisen? Just one more time? Thanks. So, remember how I told you about the river by the church getting all mucky? Well, the grown-ups are saying it's gotten worse. Now lots of people who live nearby are falling sick. The priests have been treating everyone as best they can. I want to help them. Apart from ask you, that is. Would you bring us some more medicine? Oh, thanks, sir. I'll talk to the priests in the meantime.
Now we've need of med.
Hoy, Arisen! Have you brought any medicine with you?
Now that's just...
Oh, thank you, Arisen. This should be plenty. I'll take it to the church straight away.
Il fait de la chimie, elle, ou quoi?
Tis a goodly deed we've done, aiding the sick. I only hope our efforts go a ways toward improving life in the slums.
I quite agree.
Thanks, sir.
C'est fini? On n'en fait pas plus? Je voulais ça, attends. Oh. Putain, je paye l'auberge en boucle alors que je peux dormir chez moi. C'est fou ça, quand même. Vas-y, on va dormir encore.
I'd hasten home, were this not my duty.
Oh, sir, if you please,
Aye,
pray
aye.
excuse my boldness, sir,
Oui,
Might I beg a
blablabla.
moment of your time? My master is in need of aid, you see.
Je vais espérer.
And I'm
Ouais,
hoping
ouais,
you'll
ouais, ouais,
consider.
vas-y,
Oh,
vois,
thank
voilà.
you, sir. Might we continue this conversation
Oh
somewhere more discreet? You will
putain.
find my master's manor in the noble quarter.
Oh putain. Dingue sont ça.
What did I do to deserve this as my...
I'd sooner stay out of that where it's possible.
Une épée.
What was I supposed to do?
How I've...
Ding dong, ding ding. Oh, de l'eau.
A good sleep does wonders.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
Ready to forge on?
Tout ça. Not bad at all. C'est quoi ça? La charge maximale. Ok. Il y en a déjà un. Ouais, charge maximale et vie. Charge maximale et vie. Je peux en mettre deux. Non. C'est là-bas.
Gather round, gather round. Treat your ears to a tale.
Je vais vendre des trucs, d'autres acheter d'autres.
Welcome to Bjorn's Armory, and quality is what you need if you want to survive.
Vendre. Et là, ça. Ah, d'accord. Attends. Oui, ça pèse rien, je vais pas les vendre. Celui-là, je peux le vendre. Ça aussi, non. Tu l'as aussi. Arc de chasseur. Allez, je m'en fous, puis j'en rachète rien. Ok, je pense que j'en ai pas sur l'autre. Ça, j'en ai encore un. J'en ai pas, hein. Ah. Oui, il est là. Faut pas tout vendre. On va faire X.
So before you check the price, just remember, misers...
Oui, oui, tais-toi. C'est moins lourd, je pense, que ce que j'ai. Aussi. Pourquoi elle apparaît pas? Ah, parce que je peux pas l'équiper. Que ça, oui. On pourrait prendre ça. Ah non, ça. Ok, exalignons. La tête, ça me plaît, ce qu'il a. Oh, une cape aussi, ça va. Hein. Botte de savant, c'était le meilleur que je pouvais avoir. Faut voir les... Il n'y a pas de truc spécifique à ça, ok. Je peux lui acheter une robe de bédo aussi.
Die early deaths.
Ah, enfin. Un truc qui s'améliore avec des objets, quoi.
If quality's your concern, you're in the right place. Many thanks. I appreciate it. 'Tis most exhilarating to hand over such a sum.
Need anything? Got some good things on offer.
Motif herbe, ça me fume. Ok.
Stop by again soon.
Ouais, du coup, mission, là. Putain, j'ai pas un truc à faire dehors, là. Ouais, bâtard, c'est giga loin, je pense. Vas-y, on va faire ça encore.
Look as long as you please.
Naught but fry, Blake. There's naught I love more than a saucy room
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Oh, you came, sir. But I forget myself. You must be one. I should like to speak with an acquaintance of yours, a child with whom I espied you conversing. She is the spitting image of my young master, you see. 'Tis my hope that she might take his place for a time, thereby granting him a reprieve from his sorry situation.
Diana, would you paint my mother a criminal? Perhaps I ought to be the one to explain.
Young master, I meant no offence.
Diana has the right of it, though the situation is not nearly so dire as she makes it sound. I seek only the freedom to leave my own home. My mother is bedridden, you see, and her mind is not so sharp as it once was. Whenever I am absent, she grows terribly distressed. By leaving a look-alike in the house, I hope to ensure her peace of mind while I attend to matters of my own. Would you be willing to lend your assistance? Splendid. Thank you so very much.
'Twas in the slums that I witnessed you speaking with the girl. Would you be so kind as to bring her here?
On peut essayer, ça peut être marrant. C'est Daphné, hein, c'est Daphné, pas de...
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
After you, Arisen.
Y a pas de raison. This ladder's sturdy enough to climb, master. Oh, where is Daphne? Daphne? No. You.
Hi, Arisen. I was hoping you'd come by, so I could thank you again for... You wanted to ask me a favor this time? All right. How can I help? So, this noble boy wants me to pretend to be him.
Boy?
I'm not sure that'd work. I mean, I don't know the first thing about being a noble. Besides, are you sure we can trust these people? It all sounds a bit fishy to me. All right, I'll do it. But if I'm not very good at it, it's not my fault, okay?
It's you again. What are you doing now?
Je peux marcher. J'espère que je peux pas faire de la merde là, pauvre Daphné.
I'd hasten home, were this not my duty.
Je suis lourd là. Putain. Qu'est-ce que j'ai pris sur moi là? Such obliged.
With that, I could spend all day. Bring you meeting as an adventure in the office.
I'm in no hurry to leave.
Come on, Daphne. C'est quoi qu'on va... Ah oui, bruit en sol là.
We have found a
Mise
material.
en sol, excuse-moi.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
Look, young master. She's here.
Indeed. I could be staring into a mirror. Diana, will you dress her and instruct her in her role?
As you wish, young master. This way, if you please, miss.
What a kindness you've done me. Now I can go and fetch a gift for Mother. I'm hoping a little cheer will aid her in her recovery. And a flower from Melve seems just the thing. And she was born there, you see. No doubt her days would be brighter with a memento of her old home by her bedside.
All is ready, young
J'aurais pu y
master.
aller, hein.
You need only finish your preparations for the journey.
Let's see. What else must I bring? Ah, I almost forgot. In that goes.
You know, the roads around Melve are supposed to be really dangerous. I heard the safest way to get there is to carry something that reeks of Cyclops with you, because it'll scare all the monsters away.
Let's see. Ah, I almost forgot.
I hear the safest way.
The lands around Melve are rife with poisonous flora. I'd hoped to pack an antidote for the young. It is not only poison the plants inflict, but drowsiness beside.
Ok. Un œil de cyclope. Et un antidote pour le sommeil.
It seems Master Sebastian is lacking a few supplies. Shall we gather what springs to mind?
C'est ça, hein.
Peruse at well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the form.
Ogre, y'a pas autre chose de cyclope? Genre... Oh, ouais, c'est l'œil. Hein. Qu'est-ce qui pourrait sentir plus le cyclope qu'un œil de cyclope?
Most hospitality in all Vernworth. You know where to find.
Soigne le sommeil. Je pense que j'en avais encore. Mais c'est pas grave. Mais c'est pas ma mission actuelle là?
Well then, I must confess, I only hope I've not forgotten. You think I ought to bring some medicine and monster repellent with me? What precisely would you suggest?
Alors... Jump medicine. Tac. Potion intoxifiante. Potion contre le sommeil. Œil difforme.
My thanks. I'm certain these will come in useful. Now, I really must be going. Wish me luck.
Take care, young master.
Come back safe.
Thank you for your aid in all of this, sir. I shall see about procuring you a suitable reward, so pray do come visit us again.
Ouais, la mêle.
I'll harvest what I can, should it please you.
There's a ladder here.
Perhaps new discovery.
Have you business with the guild, sir?
Ça fait 3 ans que j'ai rien fait, putain. Je crois qu'il y avait rien de plus hein, que je pouvais prendre. En 6 de champion, il rentre 7 de trucs.
I should be glad to assist you. Do come again.
Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master.
A treasure.
C'est-à-dire que- Je pourrais retourner à Melba. Aussi, elle est là, à Arve.
Chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
En haut.
I overheard some of the soldiers standing guard outside the palace discussing a curious rumor.
Oh. Did it pertain to the Queen Regent and an important personage, perchance?
Indeed. Some suppose there is more to her relationship with this Batali dignitary than is publicly known.
Pas grimper là-dessus, genre. Putain. Est-ce que je peux rentrer de manière ou d'une autre? Si, t'as l'impression qu'il y a une porte de sortie, ouais. Mais derrière, c'est non. Il y a un objet. 50 balles. C'est clairement pas ici, hein. Sauf si c'est par là, hein. Faut que j'arrive à... Non, non. Jamais. Et là, je peux pas grimper, là. Je fous de ma gueule, là. C'est tellement grimpable, là. Ah ben voilà. On arrête de me dire qu'il y a une échelle, là, toutes les minutes.
Our fortunes are looking up. All the more so if we sell this newfound prize.
Whether or not we make the sale is for the Arisen to decide.
Oui, il est là, lui. Je sais même pas. Qu'est-ce que je fais maintenant? Il n'y a aucune quête qui me dit de faire le... Attends. Qui me dit de me battre, quoi. Vas-y, on va aller à...
These writings could be of import.
Let's have a look then.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few.
Ça vit tranquillement ici. Ok.
What could yon chest be hiding? I must know.
Let us hope your curiosity will be rewarded.
Comme c'est paisible de vivre là-dedans. Bon, et très dur aussi, j'imagine.
This is quite a quandary.
As a matter of fact, every master I've ever served has favored different tactics. One party I joined consisted only of ranged specialists.
I'll be sure to
Oula.
keep that in mind.
Pas ici, hein.
Goblins approach! This spell will empower you with elemental magic.
Focus your strength, Arisen!
J'ai été super utile pendant ce fight. Non.
That was well fought.
Bon, ouais, je suis
There's
plus
no
utile
one
contre
standing
les
who
gros
might
monstres.
say otherwise.
The creature's corpse will serve us well.
Go right ahead.
The Arisen have been drenched!
Je les schnitte en deux.
A fine display of skill.
Il n'y a pas de harpie, hein, cette fois.
Well done, Master!
Check ça.
This is just what's needed. My magics are at your disposal.
Merde, je suis embrouillé. J'ai fait tout le tour là, alors j'aurais pu passer là. Hein. Mon Dieu. pensais. Qu'est-ce qu'il veut lui? Ah, c'est un gobelin.
And here I was, hoping for some great treasure. Now I feel a fool.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
Bon, il y a quand même pas mal, hein. Des treasures. Plus d'air pyro. Oui, classique.
That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it?
Gruik, gruik. Fais le hérisson.
Eyes up! Harpies are upon us!
I knew you would prevail, Master.
You want victories like that? You'll have a run in for them.
Outstanding.
Putain, j'arrive pas à les viser. C'est chiant les harpies, c'est horrible.
Sleep magic. On my way.
J'étais pas au sol il y a 2 secondes. Tout le monde dort.
With this, my magics are yours to wield.
Chiant, hein. Ah.
We've quite the combination of vocations in our party. No two are alike.
Our respective abilities are unique as well.
Yeah, at the end of the day, our vocations are of little import. Mutual trust is what counts.
Pray,
La la
allow me
la
to
la
open
la
your
la
chest.
la 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 la
What did you do to
la
provoke
la
it?
la.
It was most unwise.
'Tis folly to pick quarrels with beasts.
Peter Griffin.
A smashing success.
Let us try for the same result with our next attack.
If your pack grows over full, simply ask me to sell off your surplus items.
Je t'ai rien demandé.
At last, the moment I've been waiting for. Allow me to gather these up.
Vas-y, on va voir Peter Griffin là. Je sens qu'on a plus le niveau qu'avant là. Allez, je peux aller par là, c'est sûr.
This seems a decent spot for a campsite.
Peut-être vous battre avec moi plutôt que de doser je sais pas quoi. Oh, il est dessus.
I grant you mighty right.
Bon, tu l'attaques ou... Allez, là. Attaque-le, putain. Ah bah ouais, je reste dessus.
Splendid. Focus. A moment of precision will spell our doom.
Allez.
We must rally. Panicking will only play to the enemy's advantage.
Je suis un peu loin. S'enfuit.
I shall lead the charge.
Oh bah si, il s'enfuit. Hein. Je ne vais pas le chercher. Ips, 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 ips.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Oh.
Shall we see if there's all to be found?
The chance to use this.
At once, Master.
Look, Master, a treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it.
Je vais aller dans ce bâtiment là-bas. Je pense pas. Hein.
Look, Master, goblins!
Ah, dragon. Je peux aller là.
My magics are at your disposal.
Je pense que je vais aller là.
The fire must be put out to hear our comrade burns.
C'est mort. Heureusement que les sorts de sort en même temps, j'ai eu la chance. Encore?
This is just what's needed.
Qu'est-ce que tu fais? Ça ne sert à rien, je n'ai pas le niveau. Je ne peux pas le tuer. Ça me fait chier d'avoir ça sur le chemin alors que je ne peux pas le tuer. Pourquoi il est là, ce dragon? Qu'est-ce qu'il fout là? Ils peuvent pas avoir une zone à dragon
Goblins, master!
Are we all in the same boat?
Bear in mind that the brute will seek out women behind the wavering resistance.
There's a tendency we might exploit, and to do so would be the court danger.
Un camp ici alors que le village est à côté. Hein?
Sir Arisen, thank heavens you've come. Saurians have claimed the village yet again. It just when almost all of the villagers had arrived as well.
Oi! What are you doing, standing about when there's work to be done?
Jonas! This is the good sir I spoke of. The one who called the Saurians for us.
Is that right? Then I expect you to aid us with this mess, stranger. You did it once afore, eh? Only natural you'd help finish the job.
My apologies for the chief's temperament. Yet he speaks truly. We have need of your strength. Pray, cull the beasts as you do.
These Saurians are a stubborn lot. What say we make them think twice about settling in again?
Careful now. Most impressive, master.
People like that will be done here soon enough.
That was certainly worthwhile.
Arrête de regarder.
My magics are at your disposal.
C'est tout.
The Saurians are no more, I see. That's twice you've come to our rescue now. You're more than a friend to Harv Village, Sir Arisen. You are a hero. Truly, we cannot
Here he is! I found our troublemaker!
Jonas! What is the meaning of this?
This blasted beastren went and ventured into Stormwind Cave. How many times have we said none are to tread there? But he just had to poke his nose where it didn't belong. There can be no doubt he's the one who incited the Saurians' attack.
Forgive me. I never meant for any of this to happen.
Trust a beastren to muck things up.
Jonas! Surely there's no need for such talk.
You would say that, wouldn't you? Seems to me beastrens go causing problems, and we humans are lumped with the job of cleaning up after them.
Jonas, please!
You're
being ridiculous.
There!
I do apologize. It would seem things have turned rather uncomfortable. But we mustn't let this sour your triumph. You came to our aid when we needed it most, and for that, you have our gratitude, Sir Arisen. I do hope you shall visit us again anon.
I'll harvest what I can, should it please you.
Anxious. Il y a un truc
I'm
vieux.
not interested.
Et toi?
Thank you. We've a long road ahead, but fear not. Harv Village shall be.
Ouais, ça roule.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Welcome, sir. Doubly so if you're here to buy.
Qu'est-ce que tu veux? Oh. Magique, ça. Oh, c'est beau. C'est moins fort que ce que j'ai. Pagne sacré. Oh putain, c'est bien ça. C'était un machin. Ah. Attends, je suis pas intrépide. Montre-moi juste la gueule que ça a sur Kiri. C'est ça? Non, c'est pas ça. Ah, mais en fait, c'est en dessous. Ok. Ça, c'est un froc. Ouais.
Oui.
Moi, je vois les 4 en général. Je pense vraiment pas que ce soit utile.
This world's no place for the faint of heart. Many thanks, sir.
C'est une belle marchande, ça. Si j'étais guerrier, ça aurait été incroyable.
Mayhap I ought to be getting home.
Ah, a material. Useful things, these.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Là, il y a le dragon. Il n'y a pas un chariot, là. Qui m'emmènerait chez moi, à nouveau. Mais là-haut, je suis pas allé, hein. Ça m'intrigue un peu. Je crois pas y être allé.
Fancy a look at my wares?
Le bazar de Chandler, on ira voir après. Qu'est-ce qu'il y a de ce tour, là?
My pack's grown rather heavy.
Let's see. What can we do without?
Je ne crois rien. J'ai envie de voir quand même. Hein?
One can see far to the distance from here.
I'd gladly cast aside my weapon and laze about here, if the Arisen would permit it.
Cristal draconique.
You have my support.
Oh, il y a une pièce. Chut. Oh putain.
Ah, now here's a surprise.
The thrill of discovery never gets old.
Interesting. I shall have to inform my own master of this.
Hé hé. Plus que 235. ridicule en vrai. Qu'est-ce que c'est que cette dingue ça? C'est ça le truc rond. Il y a un truc dans la flotte. Ouais, donc il y a vraiment un truc là. Mais le jeu, elle est immense. Comme c'est dense en plus. Enfin, ça va, c'est assez dense en vrai. Et quoi là? Une montagne?
Pray slow your feet! You run too fast for the likes of me!
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
Chandler, ça?
Fancy a look at my wares?
Qu'est-ce que tu vends? Alors, du loup stylé, écorcheuse, ok. Encre céleste. Tiens, mais lui là, il a encore une arme. Hein? Pourquoi pas en vrai, hein? Je pense qu'il y a mieux, non? Oh. Ah putain. Oh, je me prends.
Do come again.
Ouais, ciao. Putain, du coup, il y en a pas. Hein. Y a pas de bisons qui viennent ici, putain. Chier. Du coup, le fait quand je me suis moqué. On va.
Tis dark as
Ah,
pitch,
j'ai déjà
master.
pris une telle ici.
Pray, light your lantern before I trip.
Mais non, on va juste se faire une pause ici. Voilà, c'est l'heure de la viande. Ça me fume cette animation. Ils se sont crus dans Monster Hunter. Hein.
I'm all for swapping stories.
C'est sûr, ils l'ont
but
chopé
perhaps
là-bas.
another
Ouais.
night. I can scarce keep my eyes open.
Agreed. We ought to give ourselves a chance to recover ere we continue on our journey. I thought myself prepared, but that doesn't stop my heart from leaping into my throat.
Soon learn I'm a grouchy sort without my beauty sleep.
Putain.
I knew you'd prevail, master.
Few more victories
C'est
like
la
that,
nuit,
and we'll
maintenant.
have a run-in for the
C'est
hills.
la nuit là.
Outstanding.
Dernier mon cul. Mais comment? Eh ben, on a plus de camp.
That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
Well, I'm sure there's still room for improvement.
Du coup, on va s'asseoir là. Et rien ici, hein. Oh là. Ok. Pourquoi équipement ça brille là? Y'a rien. Ça j'aimerais bien. Voilà, mais elfe, mais on s'en branle un peu, non? Ça c'est super loin, je pense. J'ai bien pensé, hein. Je sais pas quoi faire. Je pourrais explorer, mais...
We've made it then. What's our first order of business, Arisen?
Fait que un jour, je crois. Je vais Melve. Elle est où la maison de nouveau? Alors là, je dirais, quelque part.
'Tis a ladder. Shall we see where it leads?
We ought to put it to good use.
Derrière ce mur.
I overheard some of the soldiers standing guard outside the palace discussing a curious rumor.
Ah. Did it pertain to the Queen Regent and an important personage, perchance?
Indeed. Some suppose.
There are worse things that...
Je tente des trucs. J'aimerais bien participer au bal. Je sais pas quand c'est, là. Sous.
Not sure what they expect. I'm no cook, am I? This isn't much to go on.
Lots to be taken care of before the day's done.
Zbouin, 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 zbouin. Il y a toujours pas de balle là, je pense qu'il faut le trigger d'une autre façon.
I would appreciate your swift return, Master. A fell unease begins to gnaw at me when you are gone over long.
'Tis not our place to hurry the Arisen.
I regret to inform you that there is no...
Ouais, il faut le proc. Je sais pas comment on fait. J'ai tout l'équipement là. Faut que je fasse quelque chose d'autre encore avant. Enfin, je vais essayer de parler au chef de la garde là. Je peux pas être plus équipé que là. J'ai tout ce qu'il faut.
All my peers seem so much more
Good day, sir. What might you be looking for?
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
As a reward for your magic, you will, of course, require raiment befitting of the occasion. I would ask that you... There is much we ought to tend to. Aught shall change once we have attended the coronation. If your majesty has any unfinished business to attend to, 'tis very well. Pray inform me, is there aught else you would speak of, your majesty? Ah. Masquerades being as they are, much is made of appearances at such gatherings. Is there aught else you would speak of, your majesty? Do not forget that we work to serve... There is much we ought to tend to. Ah. Masquerades being as they are, much is made of appearances at such gatherings. Is there aught else you would speak of, your majesty? Do
Putain,
not
mais
forget
je suis pas
that we
endimanché
work-
là. J'ai tout ce qu'il faut. Qu'est-ce qui manque, putain de merde. Je vais enlever ça. Ah non, je l'ai pas. J'ai le masque. J'ai la tenue. J'ai les chaussures. Qu'est-ce que tu veux que je fasse de plus?
His writings could be of import.
Let's have a look then.
There is much we ought to tend to. If we are. Masquerades being as they are, much is made of appearances as... Is there aught else you would speak of, your majesty?
Qu'est-ce que je dois faire plus? Il faut que je rende visite à Sven. C'est marqué ça?
Do not forget that we work to sit.
Je comprends rien, putain. Putain. Ça, c'est Sven Spawn, ok. En dimanche chez vous, il faut que j'aille parler à Sven. Oh yeah, non mais ça c'est... C'est fou qu'il faut que je devine tout ça. Moi je comprends rien, c'est moi qui comprends rien. Et il m'a dit qu'il fallait que je... Là, à l'instant là. Que je...
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Putain, c'est plutôt un proc, hein. Ça fait longtemps que je l'ai cette tenue.
If you must go off on your own, there's naught to be done. I only hope you'll return sooner rather than later.
It is not our place.
Dis-moi que j'ai la tenue sur moi. Non.
Needs to hurry the Arisen.
Naught compares to a real battle.
Whoever's my replacement's in for a boot up the arse.
Si où les quartiers... C'est fermé. Voilà, je m'en fous.
This is quite a quandary.
Où est-ce que je peux le trouver? Plus haut? De gay, non. Quand de gars. Là. Quartier de Disa. Disa. Ok, c'est pas là. Alors, le gros truc là-bas.
Hail, friend! Have you heard aught of the masquerades? 'Tis said they are in celebration of the... However, in truth, my mother is merely... But therein lies our chance. For I suspect one among them might prove an ally to our cause. Might I ask you to infiltrate one of these masquerades and give him this letter? You have my thanks. I would handle this matter myself. I will speak with a sentinel I trust and bid that he ease his patrol on the evening in question. Pray, make use of this opportunity to slip into the venue. Patrick will be wearing a mask without a mane, and a blue cape, I believe. Hopefully this information will be enough for you to seek him out. Come to think of it, there has been tell of some important figure from a neighboring country being invited as well. I've not been told much, but any guest of my mother's is bound to be the mark of much attention. Mayhap 'twould be best to stay away from this figure, lest you attract unwanted notice. You should be going now, friend. You're not meant to be here in the first place.
Oh putain, j'en ai ras le cul.
Some of us get complacent. I train every day.
Mais...
You should be going now.
C'est bon là? Ok. Je pense que c'est bon maintenant.
All my peers seem so much more capable.
Je sais pas. Je suis sûr qu'un garde fasse ça en général. Bon. Dis-moi par pitié que ça marche maintenant. Avec ma 5e tenue.
I have been waiting for you, Arisen.
Oh.
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
After you, Arisen.
Pourquoi je pourrais pas enlever mon casque là? Oh, je me trompe de touche. Arrête!
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to masquerades being as they are, much is made of appearances at such gatherings. Is there aught else you would speak of, Your Majesty? Do not forget that we work to...
J'ai vachement l'impression qu'on se fout de ma gueule. Non. Ouais. Mais j'avais pas. Non, mais non. que ça change quelque chose. Bah, je sais pas quoi faire. C'est fou, j'ai l'impression d'avoir tout là. Attends, je vais relire encore là. Surconnoble, chaussures de courtisan, c'est ce que j'ai sur moi. Tunique raffinée, putain, c'est pas ça. Oh putain. Comment? Chaque putain d'endroit où tu trouves le bas, on te met l'autre pièce avec. Et il faut que tu devines que c'est pas celle-là que tu dois mettre. Non mais c'est fou. Je vais l'acheter, j'en ai rien à foutre. J'en ai ras le cul.
Welcome to... And quality is what you need if you want to survive.
C'est ça, putain.
5. So before you check the price, many thanks. I appreciate the business.
Attends, mais il faut un guerrier? Non mais je comprends pas là.
Our packs are heavier, and our purses far lighter.
Need anything?
C'était ça. Oh putain. Pourquoi il me les vend aussi cher lui? Ça va ouais. Mais c'est pas ça alors. C'est ça. J'ai tout enlevé en plus. J'ai tout pensé. Non.
Stop by again soon.
C'est pas possible. Objet. Non. Équipement. Ça, je l'ai pas équipé. Ça non plus. Ça, j'ai que le casque, le masque. Là, c'est bon, là, c'est bon. J'ai pas de cap. Il est où ma cap? Bref, j'ai pas de cap. Ça aussi? Si les deux bagues, je vais péter un plomb.
There is much we ought to tend to. Masquerades being as they are, much is made of appearances as such. Is there aught else you would speak of, Your Majesty?
Dis pas que c'est ça.
Aught shall change once we have attended. If Your Majesty has any unfinished business to attend to, 'tis best you do so before we depart.
Attends. L'exception faite du couronnement.
Very well. Pray inform me, is there aught else you would speak of, Your Majesty? Masquerades being as much is made of appearances. Is there aught else you would speak of, Your Majesty? Do not forget that we work to serve.
Je sais pas pourquoi ça marche pas. On va équiper un autre. Vous avez trouvé? On va essayer de sauvegarder. Et de revenir avec mon titre. Je vois que ça là. Un bug. C'est pas possible autrement parce que là. Plus là.
There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to masquerades being as they are, much is made of appearances at such gatherings. Is there aught else you would speak of, Your Majesty? Do not forget that we work to.
C'est la même. J'ai même ça.
There is much we ought to tend to. Masquerades be much is made of appear. Is there aught else you would speak of, Your Majesty, do not forget that we work to...
Je vais bugger. C'est tout ce que je peux voir là. Je vais bugger, je comprends pas.
Always another errand to see to. Places such as this nourish the spirit.
Welcome. Could use a little fun to brighten my day. Not a care in the world, just as it should be.
Come rain or shine, I'll make the best of it.
Well met, sir. Fancy a gander? Fine wares all
What else needs doing?
Seems I've caught
Welcome.
Sometimes I wonder if I'd be better off a hermit.
'Twas a fascinating tale those soldiers outside the palace were discussing.
Regarding the Queen Regent and an important personage, you mean?
Aye. Tell is, her ties to this figure from the neighbouring country have a romantic tint.
I'll not take that.
Je comprends pas, putain, j'en ai marre. J'en ai marre de cette quête là. J'ai tout fait. Est-ce que... Non mais non. Je peux pas l'enlever la lanterne.
We could do with a lantern's light. Allow me.
I am in your debt.
voir si sur un long terme ça passe.
There is much we ought to tend to. Masquerades being as that much is made of appearance, is there aught else you would speak of? Do not forget that we work to serve.
Well met, sir. Fine wares all.
There is much we ought to tend to. Masquerades being as much is made of appearance, is there aught else you would speak of, Your Majesty? Do not forget that we work to serve.
Pray slow your feet. You run too fast for the likes of me.
Let us endeavor to keep up.
Getting proper rest is an important...
I feel refreshed and ready for a new day.
Off we go then.
Ready to forge on?
Je vais voir s'il est revenu là en haut.
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
Là, je pense qu'on aura un peu marre. De faire tout ce qu'il faut. Que ça sert à rien.
Home at last.
Welcome home, young master.
Thank you, Diana. I am glad to be back. 'Twas a hard journey, but I found what I sought. A blue sunbright, the sigil of our house. I only hope Mother will be pleased.
Oh, a blue sunbright. I thought they were make-believe.
Oh no, they're quite real. Rather rare, though, and particularly to Melv. I'm surprised you've heard of them, to be frank.
Really? Well, there's a picture of one stuck to the inner cover of a book that was donated to the Gracious Hand. I asked Sir Kendrick about it. He told me the flower's name.
A picture, you say? How very odd.
I believe Miss Daphne is describing a bookplate. The book in question will have been a donation from this very house. Indeed, the mistress has been very generous in her support of the Gracious Hand over the years.
For true? Oh, I must tell her thank you.
I think I could arrange that. I'm certain my mistress would be delighted.
Yes. Well, as for me, I'm just pleased to be home safe and sound.
All this racket. What's going on? Good gracious, what is the meaning of this?
Oh, you must be the lady who's been supporting the Gracious Hand. Thank you ever so much for all you've done for us.
What precisely have you told this girl?
Not a word, mistress. I swear it.
Good. As for you, girl, you need not thank me. 'Tis the privilege of the nobility to help those who are less fortunate. Now, 'tis getting late. You had best be off. Do be sure to leave the house unseen. And fare you well, child. Know that where'er life may lead you, you may take pride in who you are. Come, Diana. I would speak with you alone. You have some explaining to do.
What was that all about? Mother seemed awfully perturbed.
Yes, certainly took a fell turn back there. A chance we stepped on aught we shouldn't have.
I cannot. To think the lady here are all the nobles so kind. I can't wait to tell everybody at the Gracious Hand that.
'Tis a relief to be heard. What was that all about? Mother seemed
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
J'ai l'impression qu'il me manque quelque chose, tu vois. J'ai parlé à Sven. J'ai toute la tenue depuis des plombes. J'ai fait toutes les quêtes. À part le couronnement. Qu'est-ce que tu veux que je fasse de plus? Putain, il y a toujours un mec qui me dit un truc, mais je le vois jamais. Oh. Mignon. On va voir. Peut-être que c'est bon maintenant.
Open your eyes, everyone. 'Tis dark out, but our day begins.
Step lively. Journey by starlight shall make for a nice change of pace.
Feeling rested, I trust?
Ouais, ça marche pas. Ouais, ça va pas marcher.
There is much we ought to tend to. If we are masquerades being as they are, much is made of appearances at such gatherings. Is there aught else you would speak of, Your Majesty? Do not forget that we work to...
Ouais, mais je comprends pas. Qu'est-ce que je fais mal, putain? Mais c'est le couronnement que je te fais? C'est le bal masqué, je comprends rien. Est-ce que c'est la même chose? Je vais essayer l'autre mission. J'en ira le cul.
There is much we ought to tend. Or shall change. Once, if Your Majesty has any unfinished business, very well. The coronation is to take place on the morrow. We shall...
Au pire, tant pis, hein, je sais pas, moi, qu'est-ce que je peux faire de plus? Ça marche pas, ton truc.
Master, pray leave this place. My body, it refuses to obey me.
Ah oui.
There is a voice within my mind. It commands me, sways my very will.
Sways your will? Could it be that the gods sway? We must quit this place, Your Majesty. I fear our plans may fall to naught. Let us return to the tavern. We've been had. The false sovereign commanded the pawns at the coronation, proving his own power as arisen. According to Regent King Sven, the pretender was wearing some sort of lavish necklace at the time. I imagine this artifact is the godsway mentioned in that letter. Perchance 'tis a tool that grants power akin to that of the true arisen. 'Twould do much to explain the events that we have beheld afore now. Alas, unless we find some way to unmake this godsway, allow me to speak to the agent we captured some days past. Perchance...
Never could I have imagined such an outcome.
There is much we ought to tend to. If we are... Masquerades being as much is made of appearances as such. Is there aught else you would speak of, Your Majesty? Do not forget that we work to...
Peut-être qu'il fallait que je le proc, comme je viens de le faire.
There's a ladder here.
Je vais remonter, je vais redemander au mec là-haut. Peut-être que c'est ça, hein, je sais pas du tout. Ça fait 650 fois que j'essaie de faire la quête, donc ça devrait marcher là, un de ces quatre.
Our soldiers need better training. I would appreciate your swift return, Master. A fell unease begins to gnaw at me when you are gone over long.
It's not our place to hurry the Arisen.
I regret to inform...
Good tidings, friend. As for me, I made the most of my week-long sojourn. One might even say I enjoyed myself overmuch. You see, I grew so fond of the destination my feet carried me off to, methinks I should like to live there. And that's when I thought, mayhap you've grown... I can't just give it to you, mind. I've my relocate... Well, friend, what say you? Much obliged, friend. I hope you're as pleased... Suppose I'd best be off. I've my own home to get to. I hope...
Hercule. Je vais arrêter là parce que là je peux plus. Je peux plus. Attends, pour ça. C'était une session assez chiante, ouais. Très peu de combats. Pas de combat, on peut le dire. Et une quête qui bug, c'était excellent là. J'espère que ça ira mieux pour la prochaine. Allez, à la prochaine.